Okay guys, welcome back. It's time to take a look at the German tank destroyer, the Jagdtiger. Now, as you know, I like to drive medium tanks. I also like to drive some heavy tanks, and I really like to drive tank destroyers. These things are very fun, very fun, and they are also kinda hard to kill. So, weapon caliber 128 mm, speed 42 km per hour, reverse 11 km per hour, specific power 9 horsepower per ton, mass 75 tons, 6 crew members, penetration 253 mm, which is awesome. However, something that's not so awesome is the reload time, 18.2 seconds. The turret rotation speed, or in this case the main gun rotation speed, is 5 degrees per second. Front protection is really good. The Jagdtiger is heavily armored from the front. The sides are a little bit more vulnerable, so don't show the side armor to the enemy. And of course, the rear is very easy to penetrate, so you have to be careful not to show the side or rear of this vehicle. Now, in order to kill a Jagdtiger from the front, you want to shoot it right here where my mouse is. If you nail a shot right there at the corner, it will kill the tank basically in a single hit. If you hit in the mid section of the lower plate, you will kill the transmission, and if you hit over here just on the edge of the frontal plate and the lower plate, you will also mostly kill the transmission, and you will kill the two crew members who are inside. Now, I had cases where the Jagdtiger can be killed if you shoot it right here at around the main gun, basically where the mantle is, but not exactly at the mantle, but where my mouse is. Sometimes the shell knows to go through that little section, and basically it goes inside and kills the whole crew. So that's basically how I deal with the Jagdtiger. But overall, a extremely fun to drive tank, and in most cases, it's very hard to kill. In some cases, actually, you can penetrate it if you shoot it over here at the side, but I haven't really had the chance to kill a Jagdtiger. If I shoot it on the side, I usually aim for the lower plate. So you want to hide the lower plate as much as possible. So, with that being said, let me show you some gameplay. Okay, the first match is rolling. Now, with this tank, I usually try to keep distance. After all, you don't have a turret, so you have to be careful not to let the enemy tanks get to your side. Although anything that is basically in front of you is going to get vaporized by this huge cannon. Well, not the biggest cannon. The Destoryer that I'll be driving in the next couple days has a 183mm cannon, and that thing is just insane. I think I'll have a lot of fun driving it. Now, there are some tanks that you have to aim for the weak spots. That tank was one such example. It has a very powerful frontal armor, but there are some weak spots around the turret, and basically right below the turret, where you can slide that shell right in. Now, I tried to shoot the Jagdtiger at the side there, but that did not work.
They've damaged our left track. Artillery strike through ordnance. Charlie.
And I think against this Jagdtiger, I'll probably go and aim for the lower plate armor. That was the second kill. That Jagdtiger is moving forward. I have artillery. Now we don't have to worry much about artillery. except when it kills your tracks, then it is a problem. So the indicator is green at that side, but it just does not want to go through. So just because of the small chance of actually penetrating that position, I usually avoid shooting it at that spot. My luck with that is not the best. I have to shoot at the more obvious weak spots of the tank. As for ammunition, right now you have AP and you have high explosive. AP is used in most cases. Now they're moving left and right. They seem to be knowing what they're doing, and I missed. I hit the gun mantle, and I'm definitely not going to penetrate the mantle of that ship. So I will just try and shoot at the lower plate of the Jagdtiger. It's the safer bet. Only if this teammate would get away from my aim, that would be great. And of course they have to die right in front of my targets. This is what's been happening quite often lately. The teammates just get in the way all the time. Well, there is a Panzer IV, a Jagdpanzer IV. Now the Jagdpanzer is destroyed. That was a very nice hit at the lower plate. Basically destroyed the whole interior of the tank. Or in that case, of the tank Destoryer. Okay, let me try to deal with this Jagdtiger. So, I'm definitely not going to penetrate this tank from that angle, in that position. So, I don't know why I keep shooting at the upper armor. I should just focus on the lower plate. Now through the smoke screen you can technically see the target, but you have to aim a bit more accurately in order to hit. I barely missed the lower plate, didn't see well because of the smoke. And they also used the smoke screen. Okay. And there is the Jagdtiger, and now I have a nice view on the low plate, and there we go. Ammunition explodes right in the spot where we can kill the tank in one hit. That was a very nice shot. Okay, let's move a little bit forward. Now on this map you can go towards zone, well actually you can go towards zone C and zone A easily, but since this is one of the new maps, one of the new downloads, I usually try to cover the main zone, which in this case is in the center of the map, because most of the tanks will try to capture the zone, and you can easily prevent them from doing that by basically looking over the base or the zone. I call them base, but in reality it's just a zone. Okay, well, looks like someone is capturing, and I will move forward. I have to put this huge cannon to use, and I have a friendly Jagdtiger as well with me. Perfect.
Air support!
Allied forces have captured a zone.
So far it looks pretty good for us. We are winning. I did drive this tank on the live stream that I had a couple days ago. It was a pretty good live stream. I plan to plan to do a lot more live streams, perhaps even tomorrow. I have no idea, but I do plan to roll a lot more live streams. They're fun, and this game just works really well for live streams. So I will play it. So this is a rank 5 vehicle. Or rank 4, I think it's rank 5. But perhaps it is rank 4, I didn't really pay much attention. In any case, that was a nice victory. A very good match. I wasn't top spot, but you know, it's okay. I had my fair share of fun here. Okay, let's go to the next match. Now in this map you can easily go towards the right side and you can use these buildings as cover very easily, although I prefer to go towards that house right in front of me. It has a very good vantage point on the enemy tanks, and it also does offer you some protection from the enemy tanks. But most importantly, it is a very good tactical position where you can cover everything what's rolling around. Okay, that's the first kill. So far seems to be a good start. I say good starts. We will see what will happen. A lot of things can happen and can change. Okay, that tank is right behind the building. We have a couple more tanks lurking around. That's a Panther. This thing easily melts Panthers, by the way. Easily melts any medium tank from the front. Usually it only takes one hit. I mean, this is a huge cannon and a huge shell, and when it goes in, it causes chaos, and I definitely do not want to be inside of the tank that gets hit by this thing. And just before I was able to shoot, they have knocked out my main gun. If you can't penetrate a Jagdtiger, just shoot at its gun. That way you can buy yourself some time to move, or you can buy time for your teammates to kill the tank destroyer. Okay, I launched the smoke screen. My gun is repaired, so I can now move forward a little bit, and let's see if I can get some kills. I'll go with the Panther first. It's much easier to penetrate a Panther than a Tiger. You have to shoot a Tiger in the turret, right next to the gun, because that's where the shell can go in, and usually it does kill in one hit, but in some cases with some other smaller caliber turrets guns it doesn't do that. But with this monstrosity of a cannon, it's not a problem. It goes in easily, and you don't have to worry about that at all. Okay, well, I have been tracked again. I can use this house as cover, although not really necessary. I'm already well hidden and have the smoke screen, which does help at cover my tank.
Track operational. Roger, advancing.
And now I'll just move forward a little bit. Let's see if I can. Okay, that's a Tiger 2. So I will have to shoot that thing in the turret if I want to kill it. I can technically shoot at lower plate, but I just prefer to shoot at the turret. It seems to be very easier to penetrate, and somehow that Panther survived. I hit the track. Usually the shell does go through the track in the hull, but not this time. But they can't move, and the next shell will definitely finish off the Panther. You can easily penetrate the front of that tank from the sides, or from the front, or in the turret. I'll just shoot right there. And there we go. Now let's go to the next one. We have a Tiger 2, and there is another Tiger 2 in the background. Now this is a premium Tiger, so premium tanks have a Priority. There we go.
Good hit. Target.
Right in the turret, and that was a very nasty explosion that happened in the turret. The physics in this game are amazing, although they can be worked on in some cases. Sometimes it takes like way too much to kill a certain tank. Okay, that was obviously going to be a miss, not really sure why I fired.
Bravo. 3. Destroy.
And I'm still around the house over here. Seems to be honestly a very good spot to cover with this tank. Oh, there's a M4, and the M4 has been destroyed. Okay, nice. Now let me see what else can I do. Well, so far it's going pretty well. I will move a little bit forward. And I'll go left so that I have a good view on the base. We are winning. This is definitely going to be a very good match. I missed. No, sometimes I know. Sometimes by accident I click on the button there and I shoot by accident. That didn't happen before one of the big updates. I'm not really sure if that's a bug or if they changed the buttons. But yeah, I click on the buttons and I waste a shot. Happens way too often. Way too often. Oh, there's a tank. And they left. And this was a solid victory. Nice. Very good round. Very good round indeed. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now in this map, you can easily go basically in the middle and you can easily watch over B. Most of the tanks that will be shooting at you will be unable to penetrate your armor at this distance. So this is basically why it's kinda safe to do this, but there are some tanks like the T-95, the Death Star, and some heavy tanks that can put a shell in the lower plate of your armor, and so you have to be careful not to give them too much time to shoot at you. But most of the tanks will definitely avoid facing a Jagdtiger in front like this, because they should know that you have a huge turret with a lot of penetration, so you have a higher chance of killing them than they have the chance of killing you. And I use that tactic quite often. And you have a very nice angle and a very nice view on the enemy team over here. I like to park around this wagon. Now I'll tell you a little secret. You can shoot through the wagons. I didn't know that, but I started to just shoot at the tanks that are hiding behind, and you can literally shoot through the wagons without a problem. So you can use that for your advantage, and if someone is hiding behind one of these wagons, just shoot. It will go through, and it will hit them. Now it does reduce your penetration a little bit, but in most cases you don't have to worry about that. It will just go through, and it will just kill them, which honestly is a very nice little trick. It serves as cover, but it's not really a good cover, and most players don't know that, so that's one little secret out. Now you know that you can shoot through the wagons, and I know that because so many players just hide behind the wagons and just, you know, they think they're safe, and then I shoot and they just die. It's kind of fun. Okay, the smoke screen is up there and I'm waiting for some tanks to be spotted. Now in this map you can easily go left or right again and basically snipe targets, but I like to go here because of the nice view, clear nice view, and I can keep zone B secured for a while. So far the score is pretty even. I would actually say that we might be losing a little bit, but it's still too early in the match to come to a conclusion to what's happening there. So, oh, we have a Jagdtiger as well. Now that position where they are currently at is pretty good because they can cover the lower plates, and this is a very good spot that they're holding at the moment. Actually a better position than my position, but I can angle my armor and they will not be able to penetrate through the angled armor. Even the lower plate, if angled, it's tough to go through. And they moved away. Oh, unfortunate. I was quite excited to have a exchange with that Jagdtiger. Now let me just move a little bit and let me get a better position here so that I can cover my team. We are capturing B, although the enemy team is also working on preventing us from capturing B. I also forgot to mention one of the main threats for a slow tank destroyer are aircraft with bombs or missiles. I was mostly killed by aircraft with bombs and missiles than I was killed by tanks. So always make sure that the sky around your tank is clear and make sure that there is no hostile bombers or fighter jets with missiles flying over your head, because there's a good chance that they will be quite interested in blowing up your tank, and since the top armor of the tank is not that armored, it's very easy to penetrate with the rocket or with the missile, or you know, with the bomb if the bomb falls on top of you, which happens quite often to me. Now I made a little mistake. I rushed way too soon and I got hit there, so I have to fall back and repair the tank. Thankfully I can use this position as cover and I can easily chill for a second here and wait for my tank to be fully repaired. I should be good from the side. My team is hopefully helping. This position for the Jagdtiger is also really good. You have that front, you have that higher elevated grounds in front, which you can use for covering the lower plates, which will make your tank a bit more difficult to kill. But I don't usually go there, I just go full long range. Let's see if this tiger will go right in front of my aim. Of course they go right in front of my aim. And there we go. That was a nice hit. Went right through the frontal plate of that tank. Well, at this angle it can do that quite easily. And now we have another tiger. They're actually no, it's a panther. They're hiding behind that wagon. I can technically shoot through it. Actually no, you can shoot through that obstacle, but you can only shoot through wagons. I think that's how it goes. In any case, they have been destroyed. We are holding A, the enemy is holding C, but we have killed more tanks. Oh no, now a T-95 is a problem. the T-95 cannot be easily penetrated from the front. The only parts of the tank that you can penetrate are the commander's hatches on top, or you shoot it at the side. Now the tortoise, you shoot the tortoise in the machine gun turret that is located at the left side of the tank. That's where you penetrate the tortoise with the Jagdtiger and with other tanks as well. Now we are capturing Zone C, and so far it seems to be doing quite well actually. Well, looks like we won. The enemy team left without vehicles. Okay, that's a solid victory. Well, that was the Jagdtiger, one of my favorite tank destroyers in the game. Again, the game is really fun, and you guys should definitely try it out. So, with that being said, if you want to see more and if you want to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I will do a guide video for basically every tank in the game. That's what I'm planning to do. And with that being said, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.